Well, just made it to Bibbulmun this morning. It's been pretty cold and wet actually, and I was really tempted to hitch into Collie back at the highway maybe 10 k's ago and just not do the 20-30 k's that I was doing. But I'm glad that I pushed on because I'm here to hike the trail, and I probably wouldn't forgive myself if I missed this little bit just to get into town a few hours early. So I've just started my cold soaking of my noodles. My bag, it's pretty much empty, which is really nice. I can sort of run into town. And yeah, I'll be staying in Collie tonight. It's the last big town until the finish, I think, and it's the second last town. Look how perfect these noodles are. Yummy, yummy. Time to add some tuna. Pretty cool little story. When I flew from Cairns, where I live, to Perth, I noticed two other people with hiking bags. I said to them, "Where are you guys going hiking?" And they said, "Oh, we're doing the Bibbulmun track." I'm like, "Oh." So we flew on the same plane to Perth, but they started the trail from the northern terminus and they're hiking south. So was bound to run into them at some point. Sure enough, we spent the night together last night. But yeah, not too many long distance hikers from North Queensland, so it was cool to see those two still kicking along. So when it's raining on and off, you can't justify putting your rain jacket on. I kind of just throw it over the top, tie the sleeves together around the front. It does a fine job, just keeping the rain off your head and shoulders and stuff. Then when the sun comes out 5 minutes later, it's easy to take off. You don't need to stop at all. So this is like a prime example of why I don't spend much time in towns. I've only been here a few hours and I've already spent over $200. A big meal at Macca's. I ordered 3 plates of Chinese. I've got so much leftovers, I don't know what to do with it. I just put it in the fridge. I'm meant to be hiking out tomorrow morning. I don't even think I can eat it before then. I need 3 days of food to get to Dwellingup. I think I ordered like 7 days of food. And I've got a room to myself. It's just ridiculous. Like, this is why I sort of just hike through towns to the next campsite, to stop me spending so much money. Yeah, now I'm broke. What a lovely morning. Left Collie at about 8:30. Had a kilo of Chinese takeaway for breakfast and a latte. It was pretty good. Yeah, the sun's finally out. There's no more rain for a few days, which is awesome. It's warming up. Yeah, it's really nice seeing the landscape change again. Going to some rocky gravel ground. It's a bit dry. I went through a burn zone yesterday, so starting to feel a bit more outbacky, a bit more like the bush, which is cool. Sort of like the last change before I finish. And yeah, I can almost taste the finish. I'm just over a week away, give or take. Oh, I really hate this. See how the ground is kind of green? It's got like this mossy lichen on it, and it's been haunting me since the freaking day one of the trail. If you go too fast on this, you just skid, nearly go ass up. So you really got to be careful. And it covers pretty much all bare dirt. You can see this whole road is green. So yeah, just got to be careful. Well, it's another freezing cold morning on the trail. It was a busy night last night at Bibbulmun hut. It was a full hut. It took me like a good hour to defrost this morning. It was just freaking icy cold. On my way to Possum Springs for lunch. It's going to be an easy flat day, I think. Now, I've got a bit of a decision to make regarding the weather and when I'm going to finish. I'd like to finish in 8 days. That'd be a 30-day hike. But this weekend, guess what? More thunderstorms. There she is, buddy, bauxite conveyor, 10 k's long. Sitting here on the side of the trail, absolutely buggered. I just feel, yeah, crap. I probably look like crap too. This just happens some days. You go through highs and lows and highs and lows. And I mean, in 15 minutes time, I could be running and feeling great. But for the moment, I just want to sit here and do nothing. Well, I had the idea of having a coffee. That might help. I haven't even had one today. I just grabbed these vanilla latte instant packets, throw it into like 300 mils in my water bottle, shake it up, and it just tastes like an iced coffee, a bit like Farmer's Union. It's really nice. But yeah, hopefully this will wake me up so I can run the last. I still got 9 k's to do. Thank you for tuning into my trials and tribulations today. Feeling a lot better after that coffee. And I also use my secret weapon, which is like aversion. If you don't know what that is, look up Triple J like aversion, give it a listen, it gets you going. Well, I just rocked up to Ducanelli shelter. It's 5:30. It was a 41k day, and I finally have a shelter to myself. Haven't had one to myself pretty much since the coast. So it's kind of nice to have some peace and quiet. I was getting a little tired of dealing with other people putting tents up in the shelters and then fumbling about at 5 in the morning and stuff. But it's a little disappointing. I just showed up. No one's here. I don't know if you can see, but the fire pit is still alight. Whoever was here last night had a fire and failed to put it out. So it's just been going all day and it's still red hot. Yeah, it's in the fire pit and it's not super dry at the moment, but these sort of practices are not on. Good morning, world. It is another freaking chilly morning on trail. And ladies and gentlemen, we have the 50-meter hurdles, the 50-meter hurdles. On your marks, get set, go. One down, here comes the second. Two down, last coming up. And a stellar time of 15 seconds. Nice work, Zach de Klerk, representing Australia. So I had a pretty fun night at Swamp Oak Shelter last night. There was 2 other fellas and we stayed up till 10:30, just gas bagging around the fire. Definitely the latest I've stayed up so far. That's all good because it's only a 3-hour hike into town this morning. I'm going into Dwellingup, where I'll probably be staying for 2 days, and that is because there are thunderstorms developing this afternoon, and they'll probably stick around tomorrow as well. So I'm going to take my first day off in Dwellingup. A good group of hikers in town at the moment, so have good company, and yeah, let the partying begin, I suppose.